Double Dave's here first off the bat, almost. Pants in the street, yeah. See, Kevin, greetings to you. And Jeff, wahoo. Keith, hello to you in Florida. Greetings. Yeah, my hair is going a little bit nuts. Helmet, I had the bike helmet on this morning because I was doing some riding around, then I swam in the ocean. I didn't really get a good, don't have the right products. But anyway, here we are. Hello, Darren. Hello, Brad. Bob, National Shower with a Friend Day. Bob, you're really on top of it with these National Day of the things. Shower with a friend. I'm going to have to tell Lady Jerry about that. Brad, greetings to you in Milwaukee. Yeah, she's my shower friend. Lady Jerry's my shower friend. I don't have another shower friend. Sadly. No, not sadly. Lady Jerry's enough. Showering with a friend is showering with a friend is not as good as, I don't recommend it. I mean, it's the sexy shower. It always looks sexier when you're watching someone do it in a movie than it does when you're actually doing it yourself. Too much water. Rich, happy hump day. Pants off. Well, good for you. It's good to get your pants off on a Friday because you got the whole weekend coming up. If you got your pants off now, you don't need to put them back on for 3 days. Isn't that right? So this morning, had a little business breakfast, which was great. At least I think it was great. We'll see. How do you know if your business breakfast was great? And then I went, so the high top van just arrived this afternoon. Lady Jerry and I are going to go look at it in the early evening. I don't think that's the direction we're going to go. Now I'm kind of leaning towards the pickup truck with a slide-in bed camper. But let me tell you something. Vans are at a premium. So you're talking about buying a van that is a year old with 45,000 miles on it, and it's almost selling for what a new one would sell for. Toyota Tacoma pickup trucks are also at a premium right now. I go, this is the price? And he goes, no, that's the MSRP. And I go, yeah, that's manufacturer suggested retail price. That's the top end of what anyone would ever pay for this truck. He goes, not now, not during COVID. These are flying out the door. We're going to have to add a dealer markup on there. And I said, well, you may have to add that, but whether I'm willing to pay it or not. So you let me know what your deal is, and I'll let you know what my deal is. So we're going around on these Toyota Tacoma pickup trucks, which are also used ones, are selling for practically the same as new ones right now. So, and I've got to believe this is all COVID camping demand driven. Although, maybe there's some kind of bug out truck apocalypse camper van pandemic bolt hole thing going on, but I'm not sure. Wow. R.I.P. Milton Berle. Used to hate it when Uncle Milty wanted to participate in National Shower with a Friend Day. Did Milton Berle just pass away today? Sharon, greetings to you. And Laura, hello from the Bill and Hillary Clinton Airport in Little Rock. Is that right? That's what they're calling it, Laura? Laura, you get around, girl. I'm not sure that's good now. That's the van phone call right there. Somebody's calling me to try and get me to go see the van, but I'm clicked it off. Hopefully that wasn't too disruptive. So yeah, there's a lot of talk here about showering. I didn't realize. How could Milton Berle was already dead? I think. You're texting an ex right now, Dave, to see if she'll come over for the shower with a friend thing. Yeah, well, good luck with that. I recommend a text. You might want to do a GIF search, shower with a friend, and see what you come up with, because nothing says I'm sincerely offering this opportunity to you like a custom GIF, or GIF as I used to call them until I was corrected by a smarter person. Ouija, think about what the paramedics are going to think when they come to get you from my fall in the shower. Yeah, you got to, with the shower with a friend thing can go wrong in a lot of different ways. Gonna get to minus 30 degrees wind chill there. Oh, Brad, I feel so happy about my decision to get the F out of there and come to California. I was swimming in the ocean today, and a guy came swimming past me in his wetsuit. It's funny to think that you could meet people neck deep in the ocean, but you can. So I was in the ocean today doing my swim. This guy comes swimming by in a wetsuit, gives me one of these, and I said hi, and he goes, "No wetsuit," and I said, "Yeah, I'm doing some cold therapy," and he goes, "Awesome," and then I said, "I've been thinking of doing swims like you," and he goes, "Yeah, I do these swims and blah blah blah. This is the wetsuit that we wear. I got to catch up with my friends. See you later." That's what happened today. Yes, Darren, pickup is very useful, more so than a van. That was my thinking, because I want to be able to have a vehicle that I can use when I'm not using it for camping. And so if you get the slide-in camper that goes in the pickup, you can slide the camper out and have it sit in the backyard while you're driving the pickup truck around. So I think we're probably going to do that. Gary, you're saying, I heard a comedian say the shower with a friend always turns into the guy being the shower assistant, handing and putting away products, etc. Well, I can say that when I'm showering with Lady Jerry, it's often I need to move to facilitate her ability to do whatever she wants to get out of the stream to do the leg shaving. She wants to get back into the stream to do this or that. It's a lot. Scott, yes, it's 3 times the normal miles on that van, 45,000 miles. So I think it's from Enterprise used vehicles, and I think that this was an Enterprise rental van, but it was being rented full time by Amazon for delivery, because I saw one today that was labeled that way, Enterprise and then Amazon underneath. So yeah, I think that's what's going on. So if they sell the van out from under me while we're doing the show right now, that would be a favor. But that's the way it goes. Jeff, always check CarMax. Yes, I did check CarMax, and that's where I first realized that these Toyota Tacomas were priced almost as much as used ones, but the CarMax price was better than the used car at the dealer price for the Toyota Tacoma. But yeah, CarMax, even CarMax for used Tacoma trucks. Of course, they don't have used vans at CarMax because those are all being gobbled up by people before you can even get them. Crazy auto prices are why you just bought out your lease. It's cheaper right now. Yeah, Rich, I think that's what's going on. Maybe it's all vehicles are just at a premium. Maybe everybody's buying everything up. Because he said, "What color do you want?" I said, "Well, but you don't even have any." He goes, "They're selling as fast as we can get them in. If you want a certain color, it's almost impossible." And I said, "Yeah, I like some of those flat colors." And he goes, "That's cement? You can't even get cement." And then we get back to the dealer from driving the one that he had. And he goes, "Yeah, you can't get cement." And then one other guy hears him and goes, "Yeah, there's a cement one in the back." So we went back and looked at that. So, oh God. Christopher Plummer passed away today. Oh, he had a solid run, but rest in peace, Christopher Plummer. If you're a horror movie fan from back in the day, some good ones there. Which way do you swipe for showering with a friend? I don't know. I don't know if there should be a shower with a friend app. You know, look, no head trips. All I want is a shower. That's a good thing to. That's a nice icebreaker at a coffee shop. Let's say you could go to a coffee shop now. You just walk up to someone and go, "Hey, look, no head trips. I'm just looking for somebody to take a shower with right now." Uncle Milty, born July 12, 1908, died March 27, 2002. Okay, there we go. Thanks, Darren. I thought he was already gone. Oh, Dave, I'm glad you're here. You worked for CompuServe, where they invented the GIF, and I called them GIFs for whatever that's worth. Okay, well, good. I call them GIFs, but you call them GIFs. So you're the person who did it. CompuServe way back. Yeah, that's right, Jeff. If there's one thing that we've got is historically, we've got a deep bench here at the Daily Briefing. Keith, at our age, we shower together so we can't fall. Get a Tesla truck, Robinson. Yes, that's a great idea. I think the wait list on those is when are they going to be ready. I did talk to my friend at the Ford dealership, and he said, yeah, they're going to be coming out with hybrid vans that'll have a range of 200 miles. But you take one of those into the backcountry, and then that battery goes dead, you're going to be bumming out. David, yes, you're suggesting the Kelley Blue Book to check for prices. And you're right, but the Kelly Blue Book, even now, and when you go look at used vehicles, they're savvy. They know what the demand. It's supply and demand, baby. And I'm only calling you baby because that's what they called me. Plus, you can trade in your car right there, and they'll give you money for it. Mm. Yeah, that's CarMax. That's what we did for our last car. It's easy to get rid of them. Am I making any good snacks for the Super Bowl? Well, Rachel, I don't think, and I hate to break this to everyone, I don't think Lady Jerry's going to sign up for the Super Bowl on the big TV. So that means it's going to be me in here watching the Super Bowl on the interwebs, which is possible. So I can, this is a good time. We're 11 minutes, 12 minutes into the show. It's a good time for Lady Jerry's Super Bowl picks. I did explain to her, I should have asked her who she thought was going to win the Super Bowl without telling her any teams, because that's always fun. Because she could even pick a baseball team. But I made a mistake, and I told her the two teams, Kansas City and Tampa, which I was pretty sure I knew that, but I did look it up before I asked her, just in case I didn't know. And so the Kansas City Chiefs, which are Chiefs, that they're all Chiefs, that's a bad sign in my book. All Chiefs. Tampa Buccaneers, which is Pirates, which is another way of saying all Chiefs, kind of. But Pirates are much more democratic than you think, and certainly more democratic than a bunch of Chiefs. But Lady Jerry picks the Kansas City Chiefs, and I'm going to go against her and pick the Tampa Bay Buccaneers because I feel like it's Florida's year. Florida man. It's all Florida men as far as we know on that Tampa Bay team. And I mean, at least they live in Florida while they're playing the games. And I know they're not playing the game in Florida. At least I don't think I don't even know where they're playing the Super Bowl. I'm assuming it's going to be a Zoom Super Bowl. they're all going to Zoom in just for safety during COVID. It's going to be like one of those, they're just going to do one of those vibrating football games from when I was a kid, if you want to go historic. So I like the Chiefs, or I like the Buccaneers to win the Super Bowl. And so we'll see how that goes. UFC picks, I wanted to have the whole rundown, but between my going to the Toyota dealership and business breakfast and all that other stuff, so I only have one UFC pick, but let's get back into the comments here. So Dave, you're asking what's driving the car market. I don't know. I know that with my suspicion about the truck and the van thing is that it's this camping. Camping is a thing you can do during the pandemic, so that's driving the demand on that. But otherwise, I don't know. Often the dealer sticks it to you with used vehicles, overpriced or crazy interest or both. Yeah, Darren. Yeah, it's crazy right now. Dave, you like the app idea a lot for the showers. Yeah, well, that's what we got to get to. Ouija, you're saying, I thought about it too late, but you were thinking about making a pandemic buddy app. You could meet the person you were going to quarantine with for a year. Yeah, well, it's still not too late for an app where you can meet another person to do a project together. Ouija, if you are an internet, if there's anybody watching, and now that I know that we've got I know you weren't the inventor of the GIF, Dave, but I wanted an app where comedians could connect with their fans in a city to collaborate on selling tickets to a potential show on a certain date, and then once the tickets were sold, to then go out and bid out to venues, either music venues or bars or even comedy clubs, to say, hey, this is many people want to come and see this show. Will you do it in your venue? And what will you ask for that besides the drink and food revenue? Anyway, so is calling people baby a California thing? Keys, I'm not sure. I can tell you if the salesperson called me baby, you'd be out the door. Bob, you're saying, on another subject, Christella is killing it on 24-5 words or less this week. I don't even know what that is, but I gotta get in there. Christopher Plummer was in The Sound of Music. I was thinking of Christopher Lee. Yeah, thanks, Russ. You helped me out. I was thinking of Christopher Lee. Sound of Music, also scary. That Nazi part. You don't really care about either team this year, Jeff. So it's all about the commercials. Yeah, I would go online right now and watch the back-to-back Super Bowl commercials. But this year, I think fun fact pick: Christopher Plummer said Captain Von Trapp was his least favorite role. Interesting. Yeah, people often don't like the role that makes them super famous. Or not that, I mean, I know he was successful before that. You think it'd be a great game. It's going to be the ultimate keep away super match. Well, we'll see. The Pack will be back next year, Brad. Oh, so his game is in Florida. Home game for the Bucks. All right. So I like Tampa then. Kevin Phipps, it's at Tampa Bay. First time ever the stadium and the team playing the same as the Super Bowl. A few thousand frontline health workers are attending for free. Well, that's great. I'm not sure about how many others in person. Yeah. Well, it'll be interesting. Everything is interesting now to watch how they do the things that they're doing. 25 words or less is a syndicated game show with Meredith Vieira. Wow. How can you do a syndicated game show during Varinus? I can't believe that Christella was nervous about having lunch with me. When then she came into the podatorium or the briefatorium, and but she's doing a TV show. I'll have to ask her about that. Note to those who control the Jewish space lasers, Mar-a-Lago club coordinates. Oh, Keith, that's funny. Well, we don't need any trouble in Florida this close to the Super Bowl, Keith. So I think the president is safe till after the Super Bowl from the Jewish lasers. But then again, who knows? So Lady Jerry's UFC pick in the title fight of tomorrow's UFC between Alistair Overeem and Alexander Volkov. Lady Jerry said she picks Drago. She called him Drago, but his name is Alexander Volkov, and I think that might be an anti-Russian slur, but I'm not sure. She picked Alexander Volkov because she said his facial expression was weird and she felt sorry for him, so she wanted him to win. I think I'm going to go against Lady Jerry, and I'm picking Alistair Overeem because they're both devastating punchers, but Overeem is a better wrestler, at least from what do I know? I'm a comedian who's in his Varinus pandemic bunker while my friend with diabetes is recording trivia television shows because she's got her priorities right. Yeah, Michael, great move getting the jump on venues, going straight to the fans, take the power back. Yeah, I'm trying to take the power back. We'll see how that goes, Michael. Let's see. Maybe we'll get some technology helpers to help us do that. Laura, you say you're no physicist, but you're pretty sure all lasers are bacon free. Well, yeah, I think you're right. Here's a new thing, Laura is saying. Flight attendant telling us that not wearing a mask during the flight is a violation of federal law. Finally. Oh, yeah, so you're on the plane and they're doing that. Yeah, well, I can't wait. I shouldn't say I can't wait because it's going to be tough for the person who gets in trouble for this. But that means probably that there's going to be one of these D-bags is going to refuse to put their mask on the plane. And when they land, they're going to take that D-bag to the MFing jail. And that is anything riding on these sports picks between me and Lady Jerry? Bacon and egg pie, perhaps? No, Rachel. The bacon egg pies, those appear randomly and sort of birthdays, anniversaries, that kind of thing. But they're not related to rewards. We're on the intermittent reward system here at Lord and Lady Jerry's, and so I don't think we're going to be. The give a shit factor was at maximum when I got her to express an opinion, and now it's over. Although she may let me put on the Super Bowl, but we'll see. We'll see. Mm. Rich, you're saying jujitsu master. I'm not sure what that's in reference to, but it's certainly not in reference. Oh, it's probably in reference to Alexander Overeem. Yes, yeah, yes. Well, look, I want zero to do fight wise with any of these professional fighters. Conversation wise, I'd love it, but no. Look, they're all more. Yeah, anybody who thinks they want to get in a fight is does not really understand uh, fighting, or they're a professional fighter, because you don't want to get into a fight. Up to $1,500 fines for the masks on the plane, Dave. That's it. That is. You said that this should be interesting. It should be interesting. What are we going to spend those mask fines on? That's what I'd like to know. There's a question for the group. What should we spend the fines on? And I think the answer should be a nice van camper for me and Lady Jerry, or truck topper, truck slide-in van. Ed, you're late. Did I give the van update earlier? I did give the van update earlier, and not only that, the van finally came in just prior to the show, and there was a phone call from the lady at Enterprise used dealer things right as the show started. So I'm going to call her when the show's over, but I'm suspecting she's calling to tell me, hey, forget it, somebody already bought the thing. But that's okay. That's okay. So we're kind of looking now at I'm looking at some truck campers that'll slide into a Toyota Tacoma. You're excited to find out what kind of van you're getting at. Well, look, I've been hearing the thing that we've been talking about, which is that these used vans are going to become flood the market post-pandemic. But I think that this post-pandemic RV van release is going to be a little slower than we think, because it's going to take longer than we think for the pandemic to be over, and it's going to take a little longer than we think for the bloom to be off the rose. Otherwise, we would see used ones coming out already, and we're not. Is it Saturday, David? No, it's not. Show's running a little long. No, it's not. We're still doing okay. I don't know what the Niner update thing is going here. Flavia, you're late because you were convinced that today was Saturday. Hey, that happens. Don't feel bad. That's a win. Whenever I go to New Orleans for a Jazz Fest, obviously Jen's not here today, but hopefully she'll be watching this after the show at her leisure. And Jen, please enjoy a drink. But when I'm down in Jazz Fest, usually somewhere during the week that I'm there, I'll forget what day it is, and that is the best. Often it's on Monday that I'll forget what day it is, because you do the days of Jazz Fest. Anyway, it's easy to figure out what day it is, but you know it's a good vacation when you can't remember what day it is. So you know it's a good pandemic when you're forgetting the what day it is. Ed, you're saying a glut at the end of the summer on these campers. Well, that could be. I was on the phone with a camper sales place that's an authorized dealer of one of these slide-in truck campers, and they were saying if you order the camper now, order it right now, you will not take delivery until the end of the year. So I don't know, maybe. Could have sworn I said have a great weekend yesterday. Well, don't go by me, Flavia, about what day of the week it is, because I don't know. Yeah, Bob Flavia has reminded us that it's Shower with a Friend Day. So hey, what you guys do with your showering with each other is your own business. Pick, you're saying no peanuts on the plane, and the biggest development recently is that the Biscoff cookies have been replaced with substandard mini graham crackers. Oh, I would write a letter too. So Laura, are you on American Airlines? Because that's where I remember the Biscoff cookies, but that's where I was a executive platinum for many years, but not anymore. Well, they may have kept my status. Rich, you're saying bars are closed during Mardi Gras? I find that hard to believe. I'm looking for some solid street cams of New Orleans, and they're not as easy to find as you would think. There's surf cams. How come there's not Mardi Gras cams. Riddle me this, Batman. And I would like some street cams from Frenchman Street. Used to be, they had live cams at this bar there, DBA, but I don't think that they do that anymore. And obviously the bar's not open. Dropped $1,000 on the wheels 11 years ago. I'm not sure where you're at there, Keys, but that's good. Oh, you're on Delta, Laura. Well, you know you're out of it. You just ordered a pair of really cute sneakers on eBay, Flavia, only to realize later that they were the wrong size. Well, yeah, I hope that someone takes those back too. Okay, Ed, you're saying, wow, I've got friends that work at various RV companies in the Elkhart, Indiana area. Maybe I can arrange for one to fall off the back of the truck for you, us. Yeah, Ed, look, please email me with anything you find out about that. Jake@jakethis.com. Airline attitude now, Darren, you're saying, is basically sit down, shut up, and we'll get you there maybe on time. Yeah, I think I haven't been to the airport yet. This is the longest I've gone without doing a show ever in my adult life. Forget about my career, because I started my career at the beginning of my adult life. And this is also the longest that I've gone without going on an airplane or going to the airport. So I don't know what it's going to be. Like, Gary, you're saying you went to Jazz Fest back in the early 90s, saw Michael McDonald at the pop stage. He said one of your favorite lines ever to the end of the show, God bless, wear a condom. Yeah, that's a good ending. And especially when you're doing a kind of a show that's going to lead to lovemaking, you do want to encourage people to practice safe sex at the end. Bob, you're saying Elkhart, Indiana is where most of the grooming vans in the country are customized. That's a good piece of trivia. Good to know. Oh, Keys, you're saying you and Dave are talking about a bike you built 11 years ago, went all in on high-end components. The bike is still absolutely rocking. Yeah, I feel like that's got to be, that's where I'm at with purchases. If you're going to get a used thing, then fine. But if you're going to get a new thing, you want to get the state of the art, because that's going to last you the longest, and hopefully it's going to be the most. What do I miss most about not doing shows? David is asking. I think, well, obviously the personal validation that I am a valuable human being is that's missed. I miss people. I miss being around people and happy people. The nice thing when you're doing a stand-up comedy show is people laugh, and of course it's fun to make people laugh, but it's fun to be around people that have just had a good time. It's just, you know, I always say, look, I'm not a doctor or a paramedic or a jet pilot or a defense attorney. You know, that my impact on people's lives is small, and I'm only in charge of 1 hour a year at most, if you're my fan, generally speaking. But during that 1 hour, I'm pretty sure that you're going to have a good time. So that's I am ego involved to that extent, that I do want to make sure that everybody has a good time. But then after the show, and there's other comics in the show, it's really fun to talk to the people and see the fun that they've had, and or to at the end of the show when they give you a round of applause and you know they really enjoyed it. It's satisfying to satisfy someone on National Shower Day. That's all I'll say about that. You flew to India on British Airways years ago, Darren. They're so awesome. You're spoiled for life. Oh, dude, if you would like to get spoiled for life on an airline, please fly on Emirates. Oh my God, Emirates Airline. Oh my God. Thank you again, Russell Peters, for flying me on Emirates in first class. I would take a vacation where for 2 weeks we just flew around on the plane and ordered breakfast and slept in our little vault and took showers in the front of the plane. It was so nice. So if you want to treat yourself to an amazing jet experience, take a flight on Emirates. You know, if you find, let's say you come out with down with a terminal disease, and you got a few $1,000s to blow in a couple weeks, I would do that. Rich, you're saying every international flight you've been on has been much better than domestic flights in any country. Yeah, well, that's true. Even American Airlines international flights are better than domestic, but when you fly some of these other truly international airlines internationally, it's just next level. It's next level. All right, Rachel, you're saying your impact is bigger than you think. Some people got together and have been married for more than 25 years, largely due to your comedy show. Yes, Rachel, I appreciate you saying that, and I am aware of that, and that's another thing that I miss about live stand-up shows is that ongoing connection over the years to people like yourself and Jason who've come to shows, and you too, Ed, and everybody here who's come to shows, and I've seen you multiple times. Gary, you're saying you've seen you 5 or 6 times, not including TV appearances. You made at least 7 to 8 hours of my life wonderfully enjoyable. Well, Gary, thank you for saying that. And yes, that's what I miss. I miss us being together on National Shower Day. I miss us being together on National Shower Day. I'm missing that, but I miss that generally all the time. But I don't want us all to be together on National Shower Day in a shower. Although I'm willing to consider it as a possible part of Jake Fest under the right circumstances. Okay. Keys, you said you flew Emirates coach and you were treated very well. Yeah, I can imagine. I didn't on these flights. I mean, I now who's the D-bag? I didn't even go down to the coach part. You have to, from first class, you walk back through business class, and business class on Emirates is like the nicest first class on American Airlines of the most modern planes. But you walk through business class, and in the back of business class is a bar where everybody in first and business can hang out, like a full-on windows on both sides of the plane and a bar in the middle. You can order snacks and that are included as part of the thing, and drinks. Oh my God, forget it. Oh, David, you're saying my CD was a lifeline to your terminally ill cousin. Boy, thank you for telling me that. And I'm sorry to hear about your cousin. But that's very, thank you. Thank you for saying that. Your daughter went to college in Abu Dhabi and flew SF to Abu Dhabi on Emirates twice a year, but in coach. I bet she still enjoyed it though. Rich, the pods, yeah, even the business class, the kind of enclosed thing that you get is comparable to those really nice American Airlines planes that you go through, where it's like half of the plane is first and business class. That they used to get those every once in a while on the way between LA and New York. Oh, we are going overtime. Oopsie daisy. Dave, you're saying you could fly a livestock bus if there's a bar on it. Yeah, although I have to say a little bit of booze goes a long way for me nowadays. So I'm okay to buy my drinks in the back of the plane if I have to. You know, I only want couple drinks on a coast-to-coast flight is enough. 3 is a lot. Air New Zealand business class from London to LA was great. I bet, Scott, we've taken Air New Zealand from here to New Zealand, here being LA, and it's been great. And that's just back in coach. All right, so it's time for Seize the Day. I've got the blinky light. We're going to have a great weekend, I hope. I'm going to have some kind of story for you about vans or something on Monday. And I want us all to have a great weekend. Happy Super Bowl. Once again, Lady Jerry is picking the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm picking the Tampa Bay Buccaneers just because Pirates all the way, baby. I love Pirates, and I'll give you my pirate book recommendation on Monday. So today's Seize the Day. Thank you, Rachel and Jason, and thank you, everyone, for your kind words today. I really appreciate that. Don't try to explain yourself to stupid people. You're not the jackass whisperer. Rachel, I'm not sure where you got this one. Is not attributed, but it is printed out in the book. Don't try to explain yourself to stupid people. You're not the jackass whisperer. No, you're not. You're not. All right. Have a great weekend, everybody. In the spirit of National Shower Day, Gary, you're saying shower with a friend. God bless and wear a condom. Yes. Excellent. Thank you for reminding me. God bless.